Can I turn a can of black beans into a black bean burger that's not falling apart and tastes good that someone who eats meat would still love it? That's the goal for today. This is actually one of my favorite recipes. It was sold out at my first pop-up, even though most of the people trying it ate meat and they were not plant-based. So today, I'm gonna take this same recipe, try to show my mother-in-law how to do it, and then the ultimate test, will she love it?
Oh, Lord.
So let's do it together. You ready, Mom?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Yes. Okay, so the first step is actually going to be the mushrooms, okay?
Yeah.
So we're going to use these white, pre-washed, sliced mushrooms. How do you know if you have good mushrooms? I'm always looking to make sure they look white and not a whole bunch of brown weird spots. So this is close. Like, we're almost entering danger zone, but we're not quite there. What you don't want is like white and slimy.
Yeah, slimy. It's not good.
That means they're old. So what I want you to do, because this is not about me.
You want me to pour everything?
No, not everything. Just a little.
I'll pour all of them in there.
Just let the spirit guide you, because we're gonna roast these.
Look.
Okay, if that's how the spirit guides you. I don't believe that's how your
let me be a
spirit.
little bit
I don't believe that's how. Okay, perfect. And then you want to toss it.
Look, because I'll do it this way.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So she's a lady. She doesn't want to get her hands dirty.
It's better because I don't want it broken into pieces.
Yes. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. That's a good point. What we're going to do with these, we're actually going to end up processing them and making them really small. Yeah. But I keep it like this just because it's a little bit easier.
I think the oil is enough. What do you think?
I think so. You want to show them so they can see how it'll look? This one right here, yeah. That way, when you guys cook it at home, you can kind of know what it looks. It's shiny. It's shiny. Yeah. And now what we're going to do, we're going to actually put this in the air fryer behind us. If you don't have an air fryer, you could put it in a regular oven. I would do somewhere between 400 to 450, 20 to 25 minutes. And what it's going to do is going to get rid of all the water that's in the mushroom so you can get that meaty flavor. That's why this is critical for the black bean burger. So this is the first step always. Always the first step. Okay. And so while this is cooking, we'll be doing the rest of the ingredients. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the air fryer. I'm going to walk over. When I come back, we're going to chop up our aromatics. Okay?
Okay, sure.
All right. I guess I didn't even introduce you. This is my mother-in-law. I'm just all over the place today. I got a question for you, Ma. So I'm going to just chop the top.
Okay.
I got a question for you. And we talked about this before. Okay?
Yeah.
Is there any world where if somebody said, hey, do you think Shayla will ever be good at cooking? Tell the truth. Is there any world where you're like, yeah, not only will she be good, but she'll be cooking for other people for a living? Is there any world where you thought that?
No. It's like, well, I don't understand how you can cook and your son married somebody who can cook. I'm like, Shayla, you'll be able to cook. It's a matter of time. Don't worry.
That's right.
Here we are.
Yep, here we are. 12 long years later.
No. You started cooking earlier than
That's true. That's true. You're right. This is right, what, maybe 6 years ago, something like that?
No.
No? What do you think?
Earlier.
Oh, you're right. I was doing, but I got more confident about, like, right before the pandemic. So I just cut the red onion in half. So what I would say, like, chop it small, because we're gonna, you want me to show you what I mean?
You want my eyes to start watering?
Oh, she doesn't want her eyes to work. She's a lady. Okay, I'm gonna slice it first. Okay, I'll do this part, because I don't want the tears to come. So all I'm doing is going straight down, going across, and then I'm gonna go right down like this. Basically, I'm dicing the red onion, almost into like little squares. And then you want to do the bell pepper. You want to slice the bell pepper? You do it your way. Pretend like that's right. This is your kitchen.
And I'll do it my way. See what I'm doing?
Okay, you're teaching me something. Okay. So you're chopping down. Oh, that's super cute. This is actually pretty. Look at that. That's neat.
You know what I'm going to do with this? I'm going to keep them. And I'm going to grow them in my backyard.
That's right.
The seeds, yeah.
That's right. That's dope. So you basically cut it from out of the seeds. Yes. That's super cool. Okay.
Yeah, I put this.
I might have to steal that method. So as long as you're slicing it into those squares, that's the biggest thing. Yeah, when I do my cooking classes and I show people how to use a knife, I'm always telling them. Yeah, well, that and also how they hold it. Now, Ma is a professional home cook, so she's holding it the old school way. When I teach people, I tell them to do that claw, so that way they can protect their fingers.
My fingers, I can even chop it in my hand.
Oh, Lord, I know. Don't show them that, Ma. But if you don't want to do all this chopping, you could do it in a food processor.
Oh yeah, the food processor. I have Yeah.
You
But
have
it's also a good exercise, you know.
I agree.
Exercise your fingers.
I agree.
And your hands.
And your hands. And I would say your
And
mind.
your shoulder too.
Oh, your shoulder. So you're
Your
getting some
arms.
resistance training.
Mm-hmm.
But your mind too. I know when I'm chopping like this, it forces me to focus.
Otherwise you chop your fingers.
Yeah, otherwise I chop. Yep, exactly. Have an accident.
Can you imagine having a finger in the food?
Listen. Oh my gosh, we don't want that. Okay, so we could put that right into this bowl.
Yep.
All our prep.
Everything into the bowl.
All right,
Okay.
perfect. All right, and then the next thing we'll chop is the garlic cloves, okay? Do you want to chop these?
Shall I be chopping the
Okay, I'll be chopping the garlic cloves. She's done enough chopping. So I'm just chopping like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really rough.
The chef. Chef MD. Sheila MD.
Make me feel so special. And mind you, 6 years ago, I was not chopping like this. So don't watch this and go, how can I do it that fast? And give it time. It doesn't have to be like that. It's not about being perfect. It's about making it work for you. So we'll push the garlic over there. Don't put that with your bell peppers and your onions because this cooks very fast and it'll burn if you try to cook it with the onions and bell peppers. So we can put that to the side, okay? One more thing to chop are scallions. This is way easier. I'm just gonna chop it in threes. So one, there we go. So 3 parts, 1, 2, 3, and separate it from the garlic. We'll put it over to the side. So we chopped up everything. Now it's time to cook it. So let's go to the stove.
Cooking
All right,
time.
cooking time. And look, she got on a special apron now.
Yeah.
I have none because again, I'm not at my home. I'm at her house. So we can tell our oil is hot because it's shimmery. So I'll let you do the deeds. Be careful, don't Ma, don't throw it in there.
You want me to eat it?
No.
What? All of them in there?
Yes, ma'am. All of them. Yep.
Okay, I can just dump them in there.
Mm-hmm. Immediately what we do is we add salt. It's actually to release some of the water that's in the bell pepper and onions to make them cook faster. And doesn't it look so pretty already?
It's nice. 1 egg or 2.
We can't talk about eggs on my plant-based cooking show.
Yeah.
But she's getting in there now. She's like, all right, move out the way. I told y'all she's a for real cook. There you go. She said, I was waiting for you to move out the way. The most important part with the seasonings, you add them now because what you're going to do, basically, you're going to put a little hole in between the onions and the bell pepper, like a hole in the middle of the pan. And you're going to pour your seasonings there. And that's going to wake up the seasonings. And that curry powder, remember we were saying how the garlic helps with inflammation? Curry powder helps with that too because of the turmeric.
Yeah.
Look at you. You already know.
I can smell
You can smell the flavors.
the curry.
If somebody walked in here right now, they'd be like, Okay, here's the for real secret, okay? This right here, tomato paste. So I'm gonna pour some right in the center, just like we did with the spices, but don't stir it into the pot yet. And I'm gonna pour a little bit of oil right over it, because what you're doing is frying the tomato paste. And when you fry the tomato paste, it deepens that flavor. She knows, because this is what she do all the time when she make her rice, her stews.
Make sure it doesn't get burned.
Right, yep, that's right. So let me turn down the heat. That's a good point. So you make sure you turn down the heat. But even on the spices part, you turn down the heat because those spices will burn. It'll go from, it smells good to, somebody burning something. And we almost forgot this. So this is just the garlic. The garlic, we're adding it right in that same area as the oil and the tomato paste because we don't want the garlic to burn because it cooks very fast. Now that we have our flavor base set up, now we add the black beans. And this is just canned black beans. It was actually low sodium. So what I did is I rinsed it a couple times to get out that extra sodium and rinse it out of that juice. And now I didn't mash it. I did not mash it. These are still pretty much whole. This is going to help it stick together. That's which is key. We don't want it to fall apart. So you want to pour it in there?
Yeah, pour it in.
Okay.
Now I need some rice.
You know what? This is how I make my rice and beans when I do it.
Okay.
I do it the same way. So now if you look, how does it look to you, Ma? How does the pot look?
Looks good.
It looks good. Is it missing some liquid though? It's a little dry?
Yeah.
Boom. Veggie broth. So I'm gonna just pour enough to cover the base. This is not a soup. It's more to give it something, the beans something to simmer in. Let me see. I'm just tasting the broth.
I didn't taste it with the broth. Let me taste it with the broth.
I think it needs more salt. I'm just using my diamond crystal salt because I'm extra. I think it just needs to steep in the flavors a little bit, like sit in it a little bit more. I might add a little bit more of this Mrs. Dash seasoning. We're gonna let this simmer, and now we're gonna show you what we're gonna do with those mushrooms. Okay, let's show them the mushrooms first. So they came out the air fryer. You remember how many mushrooms were in here and how big it looked? That's how much water has been taken from it. It completely shrinks. So if you had a food processor, you could just throw that in there now. But we're gonna just chop it up really, really fine. So Ma's chopping it now on her cutting board. Get it. Okay. She's trying to show off. And now I'm gonna chop up the scallions and I'm gonna put those right into that bowl too.
Okay, let's see the seasoning.
So yeah, see what the seasoning is.
Okay, yeah.
Is it good?
A little bit salt.
Does it need a little bit more salt? Go ahead and add a little bit more. That's the whole point of this, is like season as you go, but enough for it.
Too much salt is not good for you.
Yeah, but we also don't want it to be bland where you don't even ever eat it.
According to Dr. Catlin. Yeah,
that's great. Put those scallions right in. That tastes really good, Ma.
Yep.
Good job seasoning. I mean, I'm not surprised. You know what you're doing. So what I would do if I was at home, I'd add the jerk. When I'm at my other home, I add the jerk seasoning here, but we're staying away from spice. You could add we could add a little bit of some thyme. We will add thyme. That's a key step because it's kind of like a jerk inspired light bean burger. A little bit of thyme. You could use fresh thyme, but this is just dried thyme. I'm gonna add a little bit more of this Mrs. Dash seasoning. I'm gonna take our pan and put it right here. Take some cilantro that Ma already chopped up, and we're just gonna pour it right in. Oh, that looks so pretty. Lime. This is the secret. Another secret. I have lots of secrets in this recipe. Chop it in half. She's gonna take that lime, half of a lime, and squeeze it all into the pan. Yep. Yeah. And then she break all that lime up. And then one more secret ingredient. I keep saying these things. The secret is actually this.
What is it?
Coconut milk. And mind you, we're doing all this off the heat. Just a smidgen, like that. The cilantro is gonna add freshness. The coconut milk is gonna add creaminess, and the acid is gonna waken it up even more. And you're right. This right here, just this. If we stopped right here, put some rice with that. If you put this on a plate, on a table, what do you think? Would you serve just this by itself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's got protein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Already with the black beans.
Yeah.
And look at all the colors.
Can I have some white rice, please?
All right. So now what we're gonna do is you're gonna take that pan, plop it right into our bowl. Yep. Easy, right? Get all that flavor. Yeah, we worked hard for that flavor. If we had like a soft spatula, you could scrape it even more.
I have a soft spatula.
You do? Like a silicone one? You said, I have everything in my kitchen. Don't you think that I don't got no soft spatula? Look, you're going to get it off the spoon,
Yes.
Ma. Oh my
You said
goodness.
you want everything off, right?
I shouldn't have said nothing.
You need to get everything off.
So they can see, yeah.
See? I just did it.
All right, perfect. Nothing's left. Nothing's left. Now you're going to take your bowl with your mushrooms and scallions and dump it right in there. And stir that all up.
I need some white rice.
So now, how are we going to bind this up? This. Do you remember what this is, Ma?
It's oats.
It's oats. I just put it in the blender, pulsed it a couple times, and now it looks like oat flour. Don't go to the grocery store and buy oat flour.
No,
it's a waste of money.
Make your own. Yeah.
Easily.
Okay.
So I would do about half. Oh, Lord. She was about to pour. I would do like half of that.
Okay, I'll put half.
Yeah. And you can already see how it's like thickening up, like a dough almost. So as you do that, I'm going to pour the panko as you're pouring it, okay? As you're stirring it. I like the panko version specifically because they're crispier. It's about a cup or so. The recipe will be in the description, guys. Now, that's good. I'm going to be real though. Okay, at home, when I'm at my other home, I use my hands.
That's fine.
I'm going to tell you why. Because this is how you know that it's the right consistency. This is the trick that I do. I literally take my hands are clean. So I'm gonna put my hand in. I go from the bottom, bring it to the top. And if I push it to the side like this, you see that? See how I'm pushing it? If I don't see it fall back over, I know it's thick enough.
It's thick enough.
And you see how it's just staying there? It's just right there to the side. It's enough. It's right there to the side. No movement, we're good. So now we can start shaping our patties.
Okay.
So we're just gonna take about a ball's worth of of the black bean, okay, and just kind of mold it. And what I'm doing is I'm patting at the top, but I'm keeping it thick around, because it's not like a regular burger where it's going to shrink. So whatever size we start with, that's how it's going to look. You see the thickness there? That's probably the most important part, is the thickness. Make sure it's about like a half an inch or so, and then you put that right on your aluminum foil, and then we'll put that on our plate, because this is going to go in the fridge to firm up. Honestly, it's probably only being in the fridge like 10 minutes, because this is pretty firm.
And it's cooked.
And it's cooked, exactly. All right, so we got our 4 we made. There's plenty of dough left after that, right, Mom?
Yeah.
There's a lot more dough left. I mean, I still got, we're going to make some more, but we're going to go ahead and put this in the fridge. When we come back, she's going to be cooking it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the burgers are ready. Here we go. Here's how they're looking. Mom, you going to do it? So just do it carefully. So you're going to flip it away from you, because it's on. The oil is on. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna flip it because she's slicing the tomatoes right now. Here's our flip. Whoa, look at that. 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 Hey, look at that. All right, Ma's tired because she's been helping me for a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate her burger and then let her see what it tastes like. Let's do it. Here we go.
Bless you. Come here. Okay, let me bite it. That's good. It's yummy. Yeah. That's good.
You like
You
it?
should eat this more than the burger.
Or you just
You know
say,
what is in there?
oh, more than like the veggie burger you're talking about, like the Impossible burgers?
The real burger.
Oh, okay.
Because this one, you know what is in it. That one, you don't know what is in. They said it's beef, but we don't know. Maybe an ear here.
Oh, Lord. Would you ever make this again?
No, it's fine. I'll make it.
There you go. I was gonna say, I'll try. You will.
Yeah. Come on, make it for you.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Yeah. So would you say that was pretty simple? I know it wasn't easy because there's a lot of steps, but do you think it was simple? Medium.
It's medium because the normal burger is already done. So
yeah.
But this you have to start from scratch.
You gotta start from scratch. Yeah. But if you make a big batch and you freeze half of it, then you're done.
And like I said, you know what is in there compared to the burger. So
that's right.
Kudos.
Thanks, Ma. Thanks, Ma. Okay, now I'm gonna make mine. Okay. I'm glad you got to taste it, Mom, because of the jerk seasoning. All right, there it is. If you want the recipe, it's in the description down below. All right, now it's my turn to do the taste test. Man, that's good. Look at that though. So good. I'll see you on the next video. Try this recipe out later. I think you'll like it. Bye. Wow. Oh, that is good. Every time I make it.